Hello my crafty humans, Tracy here with Sweet Bay Lane. Are you ready to DIY craft the most adorable project using a 2x4? If so, let's go ahead and get started. We start our project with 3 pieces of 2x4 measuring 6 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. And we're going to paint them white. Now that they're painted white and dried, we're going to stencil the bottoms of our 2x4 pieces. And I'm going to be using this stencil I've had for a while. I purchased it from Walmart, but you can use any stencil you prefer. And I'm going to stencil mine in this beautiful dark brown color. I love using stencils. Anyone else with me on this? Now that we have them stenciled, we're going to let them dry completely for our next step, which is going to be dry brushing the brown on each of our pieces. And I'm just going to be using an inexpensive chip brush. Now that we have our 2x4 pieces dry brushed, we'll set them aside to dry. We're going to move on to our next step, and that's going to be painting these 3 wooden beads brown. For this next step, you're going to need 6 pipe cleaners and some wide ribbon. You're going to take the ribbon and cut it into 6 equal pieces. Once we have our ribbon pieces cut, we're going to fold them in half. Once we're done folding our ribbon in half, we're going to take our pipe cleaners and we're going to twist them into a little loop, as I'm showing you here. I'm just kind of finding the center of the pipe cleaner and then making a little loop and then twisting it at the bottom, like a bread tie. Then you're left with these cute little loops. Now we're going to take our pipe cleaner loop and our ribbon piece and we're going to glue it to the inside of our ribbon. And once we have it glued inside, we're going to take and run a bead of hot glue completely around the outside of the loop. Then press the ribbon into itself. I then used a pair of scissors or pinking shears in my case, and I trimmed off the excess ribbon from around the pipe cleaner loop. And if the glue doesn't stick all the way, you can always come back in and just add a little bit and pinch the sides down. Then you're left with something that looks like this. Now we're going to finish up and do the rest of our ribbon pieces. Perfect. Now we're going to set these aside and continue on to our next step. And for this next step, you're going to need some of this galvanized wire. And you're going to cut 9 pieces of the wire measuring 5 inches each. Now that we have our 9 pieces of wire cut, we're going to curl the ends of our wire pieces. And you can do this any way you're comfortable with, but I'm going to be using some of these jeweler's pliers and just curl both ends. And then you'll have something that looks like this. So let's continue on and finish our 9 pieces. Perfect! Now we have 9 cute little wire pieces that we're now going to take and spray paint black. While our wire pieces are drying, we're going to take our little ribbon covered pipe cleaners and we're going to turn them into a set of bunny ears. And to do that, we're just going to take 2 of the pieces and twist them together at the bottom. And then trim off the excess pipe cleaner. Once we have that done, we're then going to take some hot glue and glue it to the top of our 2x4 piece. And now your 2x4 pieces have a little set of bunny ears. Once we have the ears glued on, we're going to hide that glue spot. And to do that, I'm going to take some of this beautiful velvet ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby in their Christmas sale, and I'm going to make some simple bows and glue them right over the top of the base of our ears. And then to add a little more detail and dimension to our piece, I'm going to add some of this twine in a simple bow as well. I think these are looking adorable already, but we're not done yet. We're going to bring back in our spray painted wire pieces and we're going to put them on our 2x4s, making a set of whiskers for our little 2x4 bunnies. And to do this, I just took 3 of the pieces and arranged them to where 2 of the curly Q ends were facing down and then the top one was facing up. Once I had them arranged how I liked them, I then came in with some hot glue and glued our brown painted bead to the center of our whiskers. Then you're left with this cute little whiskers with our little brown bead nose. Now that we have all of our parts assembled, we're going to bring a little life to these bunny faces, and we're going to give them some little pink cheeks. I just bent up their little whiskers and dry brushed some pink paint circles. And now that we're done with the cute little cheeks, we're going to give these little pieces some eyes. And you can paint the eyes however you prefer. But what I'm going to do is add a little dash or a little concave dash on the bottom, fill in with a little round or oval black dot above that, and then a little eyebrow. Look at how cute they're looking, but to finish this piece off, we need to bring those little eyes to life. And to do that, we're going to just do a simple technique by adding a white dot to the upper left-hand side of the eyes. I think it's really amazing how that little white dot really brings some personality to these pieces. And here's our finished set. I think they turned out adorable. I hope this inspires you to make a set of your own. Also, if you're still in the crafting spirit, go ahead and click on one of these upcoming boxes for more crafting fun. Well, until next time, make sure and keep it crafty.